Okay, I'm going to have you start by writing this problem and example in your notebook. The only thing I'm going to help you with is what these coordinates are. So if you're looking at your graph here, this is the point -4, -1. This is -1, 3. This point right here is 6, -4. 6, 7, 8, -4 right here. And then this open circle is on 11, -1. I want you to draw this graph as best you can and then write these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things that describe this graph. So domain, range, increase in intervals, decrease in intervals, interval where there's no rate of change, where it's constant or it's flat, maximum and minimum. And of course, write these answers. Be as precise as you can. This is square, this is round. Square, round. Be precise. Square, square. Square, rounded, rounded, square. So notice I'm trying to draw my square brackets as best I can, and my rounded brackets trying to make them look as different as I can. Again, this is square right here and rounded. Take a look. Okay, based on just looking at what you just saw and trying to see those visuals here, I'm going to have you try one on your own. And I will talk about this here shortly, I promise. So based on what I showed you, try one on your own. And again, these points are -2, 3. This point is 2, 7, 3, 7. This point over here is 8, -1. And this point right here is 10, 2, open circle. So give this a try. I would like you to write this into your notebook. The more of these you can see, the better. Alright, now me trying to explain this. Domain. Domain is always measured left to right. Looking at where my left boundary looks over the x-axis all the way to where my far boundary going left to right corresponds with the x-axis. So this goes from -2 all the way over here to 10. That is my domain. My x numbers are going from this left boundary, -2, over here to 10. From here to here, domain. Range is measured from bottom to top, where my y numbers are going. So my y numbers, the bottom boundary going through the y-axis from -1 up here to 7, square bracket, because that's not open, square bracket, because that's not open. For my domain, square bracket closed, left to right, open, because that's an open circle, rounded. So again, domain, left to right, close bracket if it's a closed circle, open, rounded bracket if it's an open circle, left to right, looking at the x-axis numbers. Range, bottom to top, looking at my y-axis numbers. Square bracket if it's closed, only rounded bracket if this would have been open, or those infinity ones coming tomorrow. Alright, increasing. We're going left to right. This graph is going uphill, so it's increasing right here and right here, 2 places. That's why I'm writing 2 of these. So my first place where it's increasing, going back to interval notation measured from left to right, it's increasing from here from -2 to 2, square bracket because this is closed, another square bracket because this is part of the function that's not open right there. So from -2 to 2 it's increasing. Also union, also use this little union symbol. It's also increasing at from 8 on the x-axis here to 10. 8 closed square bracket to 10 rounded bracket. So those are the 2 places where it's increasing, going up from left to right. Anywhere where it's going down from left to right, there's only one place on this graph, so only have one interval to write. From 3 square bracket to 8. That's where it's decreasing. Alright, interval where it's flat, where it's not increasing or decreasing, flat from 2 to 3. And again, where it's flat, back to interval notation, measure from left to right, square bracket on 2 to square bracket 3, because neither of these are open. It's all closed, part of the function. Maximum, the highest part of the graph. If the highest part of the graph is a point, a singular point, like a tip, write that as a coordinate. But if the maximum or minimum is a little plateau, you got to go back to interval notation and measure that from left to right, looking at the x-axis again. I know that's confusing, but again, the maximum here is a plateau from left to right, from 2 to 3, square bracket, square bracket. My minimum, my lowest point, is an actual coordinate, a point. so I use rounded brackets and I describe that as a coordinate, so I know that's confusing. When it's a maximum minimum and it's a plateau, interval notation left to right, square bracket or rounded depending on what you're looking at. If it's a maximum minimum high point, low point, and it's an actual tip, you need to write that as a coordinate. So practice makes perfect. So based on that, I'm going to give you one more chance to try it for big points. We'll see how much points, but good luck on this. I'm going to give you one more try. This video will be posted for you to watch at your own pace. I'll be here every day at lunch or break to help you. We need to start adding infinity to this mess too. So we need to practice. Alright, so your final try, number 3. Based on what I showed you, do you try it on your own? Based on me explaining an example, now you need to try it for real on your own. This one I should print out for you and have you to write on paper. Good luck. Know that you could do this, and I'll stop and explain this at the end and answer some questions for extra credit. Good luck.